Dudes, it has been a busy year this year. There's been a lot of, especially for designer fragrances, 2021, 22, 23, and pretty much every year prior to that, we get the influx of all of the designer releases, usually January through May, and then you get like a slow trickle, maybe 5 or less designer fragrances for the rest of the year. Well, it's just been continuous. I mean, I keep having to do these videos like every month or a month and a half where we're talking about a bunch of brand new fragrances that are coming out. Today we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus an extra 2. So 8 fragrances that are going to be coming out here soon that I want to talk about. So yeah, that's what we're talking about today. Doing a little bit of a preview of upcoming releases. So without further ado, let's get it. What's good, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back talking to you and previewing some new fragrances coming out here in 2024. Some of them won't be out for a few months. Some of them are just me previewing the fact that you guys already know they're coming out, but I'm just letting you know when they're coming out. And then also some of them that have just hit the online sellers like Ulta, Sephora, Macy's. But yeah, we have like 6, 7, 8 different ones to talk about. I do want to let you know I'm not going to talk about Sahara Seraphim Red because I did talk about that already. It's coming out at the end of this month. And the Sahara Privé line that's coming out later this year. With that said, before we get into these previews, make sure if you're not already and you like my content, you hit the subscribe button. Also hit the like, takes 2 seconds, helps out the channel, and comment below. Let me know which one of these you're most excited about. So I do want to get a few out of the way really quick, just letting you know because I have spoken about them. Some of them I did do pre-release reviews of them already because I got decants in. That would be first Chanel's Allure Homme Superleggera. I talked to a Chanel rep and they said this is a limited edition. It will be pushed out to stores in Macy's and maybe Sephora, they're not sure yet, as well as Chanel Boutique and online from early September through Christmas. After Christmas, it's going to go all back online, and then they're going to sell all of the rest of the stock, and that's going to be it for that fragrance. So if you are interested, you have about 3 or 4 months for that fragrance before it starts to look like it's going to start winding down. The other one is Versace Eros Energy. That one has been rumored since May, and it's starting to finally hit the shelves in Europe. From what I'm understanding is that the official release date is September 6th. In the United States and worldwide. I'm not 100% sure about that. It's just what I'm hearing. But you might be able to find it on other sites. I would keep an eye on my community tab. I'll let you know. And the other two are Creed's Centaurus and Creed's Delphinus. Those two are going to be coming out within September and October. It's not 100% sure, and I do know some of them are showing up at Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom's, so if you want to go there, try them out. You also can go to scentrush.us and try out a few of those fragrances for like $15 a pop for the decant, and I can tell you, they are definitely worth it. And then the last one is the third of the Creed Amber Trio, which there is no name, and it is coming out later this year. I'm not sure if it's men's, women's. I just wanted to let you know that. Again, community tab, I'll let you know. So now getting into the ones that I really wanted to talk about. So the first one is one that has already hit stores, at least the online store of Macy's. And this one kind of went by the wayside. I was away for a few weeks. And honestly, it's not something that I'm like over the moon about. I will try it first before I like actually blind buy it. But it is Ralph's Club Eau de Toilette, which is classified as a woody aromatic fragrance. I have the other 3. It started out the line with the Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Parfum, very nice. Again, woody aromatic. It has this sweet woody aromatic though. Almost smells a bit fruity because the way that the aromatic tones come off in the sandalwood, it just comes off a bit like a creamy fruitiness. It's very, very nice. Then you get the more mature version of that, which is the Parfum. This is my favorite one in the line. It does mature once you get it at home for about 6 months. The performance sucked originally, but now it's actually getting quite good. But it's basically just a smoother, more refined, mature version of the original. Still woody aromatic. And then the one that really changed up the game for the whole thing. And I like it. It's just I can't wear it that much. My wife isn't a huge fan, but I also find that it's not as mass appealing, at least for me on my skin. And this is the Elixir. I actually really enjoy the fragrance. This is the most hyper masculine of all of them. It is more powdery. It has that orris root in it. But it's kind of like if you took that line, dialed it down to like 5% of the fragrance, and added in this kind of powdery, masculine, a little bit of a smoky nuance as well. It's more woody, and then you have that powdery orris root. But it's a very, very nice fragrance as well. Very easy wear as far as like going to work and stuff like that. But again, I find it on my skin, it doesn't hit it right. I'm not sure why, it's just the way. But as far as the Rouse Club Eau de Toilette, they're going in reverse order now. Sometimes the Eau de Toilette's the one that pushes out the most, but I don't know anything about this fragrance outside the note breakdown, which is top notes of mandarin, grapefruit, and apple, mid notes of lavender, lily of the valley, geranium, and clary sage, and the base notes of vetiver, cashmeran, musk, and patchouli. So it just kind of looks like the original. It looks like they're doing that mandarin, grapefruit, apple, maybe a little bit more citrus and fruitiness. And then they're going to still have that aromatic tones. They're still going to have the woody tones, but it seems like it's going to be playing off of the original's DNA, at least based on what I'm looking at, maybe with a little bit more of a brightness from that cashmeran. So I'm really looking forward to that as far as trying it out. But again, it is a Rouse Club, and these fragrances are known to get down to about $40 online. So I'm not spending $100 online to buy it right off the rip when I can try it out at Macy's, see if I like it, and then all that. But yeah, you guys aren't going to get an early review from me. I'm not really too worried about that one. Going into the next one, this is a limited edition. And I think it's limited edition online only, so you're going to have to possibly get it on Fragrance Buy if it does come to there, by MANCERA. It is Cherry Cherry, which is classified as a fruity, powdery fragrance. And the top notes are black cherry, bergamot, and lemon. Mid notes are patchouli, heliotrope, orris, and jasmine, and the base notes are vanilla pod and white musk. This could be really good. I like cherry fragrances. And if it's the cherry that's anything like the cherry in Tonka Cola, I'm not 100% sure I love that cherry. Again, it's very similar to the cherry in L'Eau Médiévale Eau de Parfum. But with the bergamot and the lemon mixed in, it might be really nice. I actually could see this with the vanilla pod and the heliotrope. I could see this being really nice, but I could also see it being like a cherry Pegasus, which also might not be bad. It's just, you guys know me and powdery fragrances. Powdery is my least favorite thing in the fragrance community. As far as like stylistically, that is my least favorite. So I am interested in that, and so if I can find a decant somewhere, I'm definitely going to try it. Or if it comes on Fragrance Buy for a good price, like $80, I might buy it. But as of right now, that's probably one of the ones on this list I'm not going to be worrying too much about. Over that Rouse Club EDT, I'd probably get the EDT just to try it out. But cherry fragrances are usually either a really big hit or a really big miss. MANCERA's been on their game lately, though, so we'll have to see. The next one is, and we're getting the ones that are kind of easier out the way. This is a collector's edition, and I believe there are two. Is Givenchy Pour Homme. And again, this is a collector's edition. It doesn't look like there's anything new. It's just a revamped original. Back in a collector's edition, there might be like a little bit more of a modernization to it, but I looked up the notes for the original Pour Homme, and while this is a 3-note breakdown, it seems like it's going to be pretty much the same. The top note is cardamom, mid note base note is cedarwood, but that's Givenchy Pour Homme, and I think there was another one, but they're both collector's editions. And usually if it's coming out as a limited edition, then they might change the notes around. It might be a little bit different, but this one is called a collector's edition. Usually those ones are almost the exact same, just in a new style bottle. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm just going based on what I looked up. If you guys are interested in that, or if you know any more information that I don't know, then let me know. But yeah, the original Pour Homme's nice, so it might be nice too. It's I believe it was a fougere aromatic fougere, but I might be wrong with that. Speaking of aromatic fougere, this one is kind of just popped up out of the middle of nowhere, and now it's already on the Ulta's website, and apparently it's supposed to be a revamped Guilty Black. And this is Gucci Guilty Essence. And apparently, from what I've heard from a few people that have tried it already, is basically Gucci Guilty Black just revamped. And again, I don't know what that part of it is. I just know that they said it's like Gucci Guilty Black. And I'm going to give a disclaimer here. Gucci Guilties, and I know a lot of people feel this way. I have liked almost all of them, but not enough to buy a bottle. I find all of them very middling. Just very average fragrances. I know some people really enjoy the Gucci Guilty line, and of all of them, Gucci Guilty Black is probably my favorite. So this one might be one that I consider, but I'll have to try it out. If it's already at Ulta, which it says it's at my Ulta near me, I'll try it out on Friday, and then if I like it, I'll buy it. So, but that's Gucci Guilty Essence, and the top notes are lavender and coriander, mid notes are orange blossom and neroli, and the base notes are patchouli and cedarwood, and again, it's advertised as an aromatic fougere. So Gucci Guilty Essence, I mean, it could be really nice. It could be very average like the rest of the Gucci Guilties, in my opinion. And I know, again, I already spoke to a bunch of people about this in the last few days. Mostly everybody I spoke with feels the same way, that Gucci Guilties are just average across the board. There are some very interesting ones, not very wearable ones, but interesting. More like works of art. But the rest of them are just, to me, very, again, middling. But that's Gucci Guilty Essence. If you like the line, if you like Gucci Guilty Black, definitely recommend. And any of these, even if I'm not a fan, try it out before you buy it. Or just go try it out yourself. Blind buy it if it's your style. Don't listen to me. I'm just here giving you my opinions with my taste. And then going into the last two. These two are from the same house, and they're both going to be released in the same line of that house. The first one is Kilian's Old Fashioned. So Kilian Old Fashioned, this is advertised as an amber, woody, boozy fragrance. The top notes are wheat and Davana. Mid notes are cedar and immortelle, and the base notes are styrax and tolu balsam. So again, speaking of another revamped fragrance, apparently this is a re-released, a revamped version of Kilian's single malt without the plum. Which Kilian's single malt wasn't in this line. It was in their, like the Straight to Heaven line. And apparently it was absolutely amazing. I never tried it. I know a few of my friends have, and they really, really liked it. It was like a Scotch with whiskey with like plum on top. And apparently it was great. I kind of wish that I would have tried that out, but this one apparently doesn't have plum. But in place of that plum, apparently there's a bit of sweetness and a slight fruity tone coming from that Davana. I'm not somebody, I have it on the way. I have a decant coming from somebody that I bought off Facebook like 2 weeks ago, and it will be here. I know it is on sale right now. You can buy it on Olfactory LLC for the full bottle for like $2.25. So just if you want to go buy that, it is on sale pre-release. But with that said, am I gonna love this? I might. It's coming in this style bottle, and it's weird because Kilian Old Fashioned, I would have thought bourbon, cherry, maybe orange, a little bit of bitters. Like I would have thought that's what this was. But I've already heard that this is literally like a smooth, warm whiskey with a little tiny bit of like a fruity tone and some woods. That's what I heard this is coming out, which is nothing like an Old Fashioned. So it's kind of funny. But with that said, I have it coming. It'll be here the 28th or 29th of this month. So yeah, definitely look out for my review for that if you are interested in it. And the other one from the same exact line is going to be an amber fruity fragrance. And it is a follow-up to this one, even though I think they're just using the name of Angel Share to kind of sell this. It is Kilian Angel Share Paradis or Paradise. Again, amber fruity. Top note is raspberry, mid note is cognac, and the base note is woody notes. So, I mean, if it is a raspberry Angel Share, then that's great. That sounds amazing. I love Angel Share. Angel Share is Boozy, warm, cinnamon. Very, very nice. More on the sweeter side. I actually want to wear this today. It's colder outside, and I love this stuff. It is probably my favorite fall and winter fragrance, and it's cool. It's like 58 degrees out. But if it is a raspberry angel share, I'm buying that like this. But I need to try it out first to know if that's what it is. Because raspberry notes can go one way or the other. And this one, based on the breakdown, you can't really tell. It's raspberry, cognac, and woods. While this is boozy and woody, it's more based on cinnamon, and they don't give you enough to let you know, hey, you should buy this $250 fragrance because it's angel share with raspberry. I'll figure that out, and when I figure that out, I'll let you guys know because I will get it. I'm going to be looking online day after day after day. I know that the release date of Old Fashioned officially is the 26th. If you want to buy a decant, I'm not sure where you can get them, but I know that you can get, again, a full bottle on Old Factory LLC. But Angel Share Paradis hasn't been announced as when it's coming out yet, but I'm going to guess since it's been announced already, it's going to be sometime in the next few weeks. If that is the case, I'm very, very excited. This was supposed to come out last year, Angel Share Paradis, but they pushed it forward a year, or pushed it back a year, I should say. I knew about it last year. I told you guys a few times. It's just they must have pushed it back. But anyway, yeah, that would be my favorite one on this entire list if it is a raspberry angel share. But if they're just using the name to make sales based on one of the most hyped fragrances of all time, as far as like niche is concerned, then that would suck. But we will see. And it also could come off feminine if it's raspberry heavy. We'll have to see. I'll let you know. That's why I'm here, to help you buy or help you with your purchasing habits. And if you want to watch me and you like my taste, or at least familiar with my taste and you trust my review, then yeah, wait for me and I'll tell you again. I'll try out Rouse Club EDT very soon. Cherry, not sure when. Givenchy Pour Homme, probably never, unless it like comes to stores. Gucci Guilty Essence this weekend. Old Fashioned in a week and a half is when I'll try it. And Angel Share Paradis whenever I can find it. So, yeah, let me know if you guys know of any other new fragrances that are coming out. I know there is the Initio Oud for Greatness Neo. That was just released. And you can find it on Venba Fragrance. I already did talk about that before, though. And then again, the Crees, the Chanels, the Versaces. But let me know which one out of all of these you are most interested in trying. And again, I will be back with another video. All right, peace out, guys.